Hello and welcome to another indie game review here for the Sanitarium.FM. I am the predicted Cyborg, and today we're reviewing a little puzzler game called Save the Dodos. It was published by Dodos Publishing and the developers 3D Duo. If I had to describe this game, think Lemmings but with dodos and with a sort of slide puzzle mechanic. You can slide the tiles on the screen up and down, left and right, and this is basically how you form a path, because, say for example, you move a piece of land up off the screen, it will then appear at the bottom because these things wrap around, and basically, as I said, this game is a bit like Lemmings. All you have to do is literally form a path to get these dodos into the portal and to safety. But of course there are going to be hazards as things get harder. The dodos will appear one at a time through a portal on the screen, and you don't know where this portal is going to be until the first time you play the level. They will always land within relative safety, although sometimes some levels will actually have them eventually walk into a hazard if you're not careful, so you need to kind of keep your eye on what's going on. After the dodos are in the level, then as I say, you just slide around the pieces and try and get them into the portal, and you can actually slide these pieces while dodos are actually in that area, as well as other moving hazards, because some of these levels will contain hunters of different sorts depending on the theme of the level. Speaking of theme, it does seem that there are a few different sets of levels, each with a different theme of time. The menu for level select does kind of make it seem as if you are a time traveller going to all these different times to try and save these dodos that have found themselves in this situation, to preserve them for the future, I assume. As well as the standard save them levels, you will also sometimes get what are called survival levels every now and then, in which the objective is to survive for as long as you possibly can. You can also get levels called rescue levels, in which you have to go and rescue a crate of captured dodos, and the collection levels. In all these levels you are marked how well you do through stars. If you save enough dodos, you will get 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. The longer you survive in levels, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, etc. And you need to have at least 1 star per level to be able to progress to the next one, and you need a certain amount of stars in the previous levels before you can unlock the next set of levels and progress further in time. Another little thing that gets thrown in there from time to time is that randomly throughout levels you will sometimes get special dodos popping up. These can take the form of a vastly overweight dodo that moves very slowly but counts for 3 if he gets in the portal, a ghost dodo, a dodo that's wearing an eggshell which counts as a helmet which means it can take 1 hit, and much, much more. You'll never actually know if you're going to get one of these special dodos because they will just sort of randomly spawn in your level, and then you've got to sort of deal with it. So in a way, the special dodos are a bit like a special bonus challenge. So how do I find this as a game? This is quite a challenging game. As I said, this is a puzzler, and because everything wraps around and tiles can be added to different rows and made to work here, there and everywhere, and you've got to keep an eye on several different dodos as well as possibly hunter and other hazards. You know, you've got to keep yourself on the ball. You've got to keep your eye on all your dodos to make sure that you don't get any killed. That is, if you're hoping to get a full 100% completion rate. I didn't quite get 100%, but I was near enough, and at some points, like me, if you kind of just want to continue with the game and see more of it, you will try not to do 100%, and you won't care if you lose 1 or 2, if you can just keep going and see more of the game. It really does make you think. Whether or not this is a good thing, that's up to you. Do you like puzzlers? Do you like sliding challenges like this? If so, you are probably going to love this game. It is fair to say, and you've probably guessed just by the footage and by the controls, that this is a casual game. You can actually play it on various websites for free, although whether or not you want to take the risk, given that some of these free websites also have annoying advertisements and pop-ups, that's up to you whether or not you want to take the risk. The game does cost only £1.99 in the UK and $2.99 in the US, so it's up to you whether or not you want to pay a little bit of money for the casual game to avoid the advertisements and having to go to a free website to play it. I would recommend that you do, though, because this is quite a nice little game. Maybe it's not my favourite game in the world, but it has a sense of charm. It's quirky, it's nice to play. The squawking of the dodos may get on your nerves after a while, but hey, you can always turn the sound off if you want to. And to so that does it for this indie game review. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, stay tuned to this YouTube channel for more news, reviews and more of the same. Join us on our website at www.Sanitarium.FM for the radio shows and the articles. And join us in our Discord if you just want to chat. I'm the Predicted Cyborg, and I will see you for the next video.